All right, it's been, well, since we do bi-weeklies, it's been exactly like 2 weeks since the last one. We've had a big update that did occur too, including what you probably saw at the beginning with the countdown that's been implemented. So really nice addition, so you're not caught off guard at the beginning by it immediately starting, because sometimes you don't know when your opponent's going to ready up.
Yeah, and I think it does add a interesting feature to it that all the blocks are on the screen as the game starts. Gives you a little bit of a warm-up time to see what's happening. And with that, Neo takes the first game.
So yeah, maybe a little bit of what we expected here, but we have not really too much information on Guinea right now. That first game, it seemed pretty solid for him. As you can see, starting the second game too, his chaining ability is, pretty solid, and we are on level 8 right now.
Yeah, he started off with a solid chain. Definitely the aggressor to start this game off, although Neo's not quite topped off.
They're kind of to that awkward middle part of the match where they sent like a little bit of garbage to harass each other, and they can't really get a big decisive chain afterwards, but it looks like Guinea's probably going to have a little bit of space to work with. Let's see if he can clear this top garbage off and then maybe make a big chain to keep putting pressure on Neo here.
Yeah, they're both kind of playing a little more defensively minded right now. Neither's starting to get something started, but with that, I think Guinea just got topped off with a nice chain that Neo just sent. And now Guinea has a lot of blocks to work with, so we'll see if he can do anything big with that.
He's got a little bit of a separated tower situation, but it looks like he's going to easily clean that up. And he does have the blues, but not enough stop time to react to it.
Yeah, I think he thought he was a little higher on the left side, so he went to lower that before going for the blues, but just a little too late on level 8 without too much extra health at the end.
Yeah, so that's going to give a 2-0 lead to Neo. We probably didn't mention, but it is on the screen. It's going to be best of 9 sets throughout, so it's the first one to win 5 points. That's kind of been the standard right now in the bi-weekly series, at least. Though we try to implement a lot of changes, trying to fit everyone's needs, because panel attack or just the Puzzle League series in general is definitely like one of the most complicated games to find a consistent rule set for. Alright, we got Guinea queuing up a pretty good chain here. He's got a 6 chain on deck, and he's smartly placed the red up on the 3rd row there, so when the blocks were going to drop, he had a bailout if he was going to be topped off. So he's in a good spot right now to possibly put his first point on the board, but Neo's definitely not going to just back down immediately.
Neo's being really aggressive, just got a 7 chain off, leaving himself a little low, but it's looking so far that it might have paid off. We'll see what Guinea responds with and if he has enough time to clear up the 2nd level.
Yeah, now we got that classic game of endurance and reactions right now. Neo following up with another 11 chain, so...
Ooh, and luckily Guinea didn't top him off, so he was able to survive. I think if Guinea would have sent just a little bit more, he would have been had a force kill.
So yeah, now back a little bit in Neo's favor once again. He's just got a little bit of room to work with. But Guinea having to deal with this huge chain block that's sent on his screen is probably going to buy Neo quite a bit of time, as long as he can survive here. Because, man, that clearing speed of a large garbage block just takes so long for it to clear. As you can see, Guinea is just finding these chains no problem right now. He's got a 10 chain and probably like 4 or 5 different combos linked in it. So Neo not topped off for the time being, but he's definitely going to be topped off now.
And Neo just in time found the purples to get that clear. And he's setting off quite a good chain off of this large block to respond to what Guinea just sent him.
Alright, Guinea could be in a little bit of trouble right now. He's going to have these chains to buy him a little bit of stop time to dig down, though, so... It wasn't too big of a scary moment there, but you always got to be careful when you don't have an immediate clear, and you got to get, like, one really tall tower down.
Well, yeah, this one is definitely going a distance. Oh, and as soon as I say it, Neo takes it.
A little bit of the commentator's
really
curse there.
Yeah. It really turns into a different game once you get a few minutes in and you get a little tired. You stop thinking about kind of what you're trying to do, and you just try to think like, oh, what can I send the other person to kind of get this done with? And it seems that Neo's the one who's just a little ahead right now, even though it's been really close.
Yeah, and shout outs again to John and a lot of the other devs that have been working on this game. We were able to see a timer that now appears at the top in the middle there, so we were able to see that match actually go 3.5 minutes plus without having to count the frames, which isn't the biggest of deals, but definitely a lot more convenient. So we'll get to see how long these matches actually go.
I actually did not even notice the timer at the top right there. I was looking at the frames, thought it was or so, but yeah, that's a cool addition that John and I believe Sharp Object have added recently.
They're definitely the forefront of it. I think myself has also contributed a lot to it, but yeah, open project to everyone kind of puts in their ideas, and if you know how to code, a lot of people will just jump in and try to add something. Anyways, back to this match that's going on. Neo was in a little bit of a scary situation. He kind of is still. He's got really skinny garbage blocks to deal with. And it's giving him very little shake time. Let's see if he can get through this initial clear here. But he's got a lot of blocks on top to bail him out too. And he was going for it, but just ran out of time to get that second tier clear. So Guinea is now on the board.
Yeah. I wonder if Neo is trying to get a 4 to clear both blocks at the same time, or if he just was fixated on the first clear he could find.
Yeah, Raphael. Shoutouts to the man actually usernamed myself, because I know when I've like commentated on like videos that happen to be me playing, I also will say myself, but shoutouts to the guy actually named myself in the Discord, because I definitely don't program anything, so I will not take any credit.
And for those just joining, this is actually our first set of the day. And Yami hasn't played, but these matches between Guinea and Neo have been going pretty long, so it's exciting to see. Okay, good. I didn't... Oh, okay. I was scared I was going to curse it and it was going to end real quick again.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy to see because, as we mentioned earlier as well, Guinea was one of the new players to the tournament, so he didn't know how to gauge a skill level. And as Neo being one of the higher initially seeded players for this tournament, these guys are going pretty close, so this could almost be the finals for the tournament. We'll see, though, because there's a lot more players, and who knows how much people have improved, and the other people who haven't been on stream yet, who knows, they could be even better than both of these guys. Yeah, if you do want to kind of follow along with it, you can do the command ! bracket in the chat, and it will show you. We are on round 1, so we don't really have like a complete standings, but you'll at least see all the participants and the round 1 matchups. Guinea's got to be careful. He was getting a little bit low on stop time there. Bailed him a little bit out. He didn't lose any health on that drop, and now he's got a lot of blocks to work with. Neo's been doing pretty good with this small pressure follow-up, though, because it hasn't been giving Guinea a lot of shake time on the follow-up. Eventually, though, if you keep doing that, it's really easy to clear if you can survive. And you do gotta usually put in a pretty big chain to, you know, delay your opponent from clearing everything that you've sent to them. But it definitely benefits a lot
Guinea's
more.
no problem finding this clear, and as I say that, he gets it, but he was had to lower down a couple levels to finally find that.
Neo could be in potentially trouble now. He's gonna get those red clears, but he's got to react pretty quickly there. Fortunate with the greens lining up just in the right place.
Yeah, the green lined up pretty well.
He's going for a big chain. He better not try to use all his resources. He isn't topped off, though. Guinea struggling a little bit to put some pressure on Neo right now. What a 9 combo falling on Guinea's side. Alright, now Guinea in a rough spot. He's going to have the blues lined up by him a little bit of time. This could still be scary, though. I think he's got the purples lined up as well, though.
Yeah, and if he'll see the second tier, which he does, that puts him in a good spot. Although, he's got to find it clear real quick. Luckily, I think he had just enough time.
And Guinea's recovery game's been pretty good. That's what's been able to keep him in the matches for this long. He's been a little bit lacking on the pressure side, as Neo's just been able to do whatever he wants. As you can see on the screen right now, absolutely no garbage on the screen. At least Guinea's going to have a pretty good follow-up now, but it's still not going to be enough to top Neo off.
Yeah, and we just hit the 4-minute mark again, so... So these are really getting long. Seeing how maybe if Neo can keep his endurance game up he had before, or if Guinea has an answer now.
Getting kind of scary on both the screens. Neo's got to be careful. He's going to find those greens to delay it a little bit more, and he's got the purples up top. These guys are just surviving. They're about to hit the 5-minute mark. Guinea in a little bit of trouble, though. He gets the chain to give him a little bit more time, and he's going to have more clears lined up and a lot more blocks to work with, so these guys are going to be going the distance. Oh, and just like that, the endurance match is over. Just the pressure was a little bit too much for Guinea at the end. So Neo's taking it. He's got an impressive 4-1 lead right now. And I mean, Guinea's definitely had like the skill to keep up with Neo here. Neo just like hasn't been pressured as much, but maybe if Guinea sends a little bit more pressure, he will be able to compete in this matchup and start taking some games to try to mount a comeback.
Both of them seem to have a little slower of a start than they have in the previous games, but see how it continues, see if anyone's maybe shaken up a little bit. Maybe we'll get caught off guard. And Guinea gets a clear, and Neo still doesn't have much on top of him.
Yeah, it's a little bit scary from the get-go for Guinea here. He had like some really small garbage that was dropping, and I think he might have lost a little bit of health during one of those plays. He's got some stop time now though, and he's still not topped off. Neo's got to be a little bit careful actually though, because he's got that really tall right tower, and even though he doesn't have a lot of garbage right now, that could still catch you off guard and kill you. As you can see, like...
Yeah, definitely. The higher the level, the more you kind of have to be aware of those tall towers on the left and the right.
His stack was so high a second ago, it actually pushed to the top by itself, and he lost 8 health. Not trying to find a clear immediately. Oh, this could be trouble for him. He tries to do the swap stall. There was a clear. It would have been extremely hard to get to at the top, but yeah, he like got rid of all his blocks at the bottom and just ran out of moves at the end.
And yeah, definitely in a different universe, it would not be 4-2 in Neo's favor. So you better watch out and not get too comfortable with this lead.
I think Guinea is finally adjusting and trying to send a little bit more garbage. Though Neo was probably playing a little bit too cocky that last round with the highest stack. But it looks like his game plan's a lot different now. As you can see, he's only got 3 rows of blocks on the screen now.
And as you say that, he raised it up to the top. He's trying to apply some pressure, get something going right here. He looks to have the start of a good chain, but he's got that high right side.
Luckily, he has the clears to extend it out. I don't think he's quite topped off yet, but here comes Guinea. Let's see. He had a 3 chain that was almost extended a little bit, but it should send some pressure to Neo. Neo's got to be careful. Lost 7 health making that clear. Oh, this could be a bad spot for Neo. He's got that 4 combo garbage block at the bottom that's going to separate a lot of his blocks. And once this clears, he's got to get the rest of his stuff down to find a clear, which he did very well doing.
Although he has a couple small layers of garbage, which will be hard to get around. Oh, and he just gets the green in time. But he's got 1 more layer.
So now it's kind of the opposite of what we've seen in the matches. Guinea with no pressure at all on his screen. He has as much time as he wants to try to dictate the pace of this match, and he just keeps sending this small pressure to Neo, and Neo makes a little bit of an error at the end, so Guinea making a little bit of a comeback now.
Yeah, it's 3-4. Definitely can't count on Guinea right now. And we did kind of see in the seasonal tournament, Neo, after getting a bit tired, kind of started slipping up a little bit, so hopefully that's not a pattern that continues.
Neo's got the high stack once again. His right stack's going to be higher than the rest. He's got to be careful. He's got the yellows, though. Neo doing another chain. He's going to use up a lot of his blocks. Drops the yellow early to get the clear. And he's still going to have a little bit of resources to work. Guinea's follow-ups have been pretty good so far, though, so Neo will be topped off. Yeah, scary spot again for Neo. Lost 8 of his health there. Guinea, like, he's adjusted as this match has been going on and has been, sending more pressure as well as like smaller pressure that doesn't give Neo a lot of time to act. As you can see there, Neo had to get a last second 4 combo with 3 health left. He is really feeling the pressure right now. Alright, scary spot again for Neo here. He doesn't have an immediate clear. He drops down, gets the purples, and we'll have a couple follow-ups afterward. He had a lot of blocks that
He
seemed to
does have a
just...
second tier clear he found, so that'll turn out nicely. And this is a tough situation though, and I think he found the purples.
Oh, nice A combo there. That's going to be some pretty nice garbage sent over there when it drops. But yeah, we're seeing the same situation again. Guinea is now dictating the pace, and it's a lot of really quick harassment. And now we are all tied up. Guinea looking to make this comeback. He was down 4-1. So, tell you what, this is a great match to start off on. We already got the best of 9 series coming true. Guinea looking to make, I guess you could say, an upset. Even though for all we know, it looks
Although
like
we really don't have many, don't have too many data points on him, since we did mention this seems to be his first tournament. But yeah, he's dealing with the nerves pretty well. Had his back against the wall, and
oh man, that was super unfortunate.
Yeah, that's tough.
So
that was a good.
Our quickest round of the match happened to be the very last one when Neo actually sending the small pressure, and he just steals it right at the end. But yeah, Foxy, that was a pretty good set to watch right at the very beginning. Good stuff to both of them.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see how both of those end up placing in the final standings, because as we said before, Neo along with Burks were two of the favorites heading into this. So Guinea showing that he's really got the stuff to make a big run at this biweekly.